Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game. When we last left off, we're at the second major branch of this game. It seems to me that the first big story branch doesn't have any significant difference in the story, aside from it allowed us to go through a new location and discover a new passageway to some place. And also had that awful puzzle. Oy. You know what? What I think happened in this situation is Von Wert did have a couple people testing the game, but they weren't dedicated testers. They probably just played through the game once, and as it so happens, they probably went with Sarah through the secret passageway, both of them. By the way, Warrior Land says, I'm not even sure if I made that math search longer or shorter. I wasted time with proportions and equations, but also recommended the editor. Don't worry about it. Yeah, it did take a little bit of extra time trying to work. Bleh. It did take a little extra time trying to work with the proportions and that sort of thing, but ultimately, the puzzle was broken. I cannot blame you for the puzzle being broken. Your assistance might have actually helped had the puzzle actually been good. It didn't help that the proportions were off too. Never mind that the puzzle didn't work, the proportions did not work out as they should have. The math was wrong anyway. Alright, well, hopefully the rest of this adventure is going to go smoothly. Although, you never know. At this point, the game testers probably were feeling like helping Sarah search for her missing manager, Joe. Oh boy, cross your fingers. Let's go to the study with Deborah. I am sure he is alright, Sarah. Just wait here. I am sure he will be back. If you think so. I followed Deborah up the stairs. It was apparent that no one had been in this room for a very long time. The tables and books were covered in a thick layer of dust. We basically got ourselves another shop like the one that Joe wandered into, but with slightly different furniture. As far as the counter goes, you can't change the counter or the bookshelves. It's mainly the little stuff lying around, the chair and the crates that you can add or remove to these buildings. It could be said that Victor Rockland ran the entire island from this room. As I glanced around the room, I noticed many old and faded manuscripts and documents lining the walls. It was one document that caught my eye. It was a blueprint for some type of booby trap. Interesting. Deborah, do you know anything about this? Yes. Mr. Rockland was a paranoid and sadistic man. He would build traps in the tunnels and force the slaves to test them out. Oh, so we're gonna blame him then. Maybe he died before he could finish that last one. All in order to protect his gold. So this will be the first time on this run that we've heard about the gold. Was that someone outside of the door? I'm betting that was Mark and Jake, Mr. Untrustworthy and his druggy associate. Deborah, in the library, I found a book that listed the population of the island. Around 1622, it starts listing people as missing. Do you believe it was because of these traps? No, there was another event at that time. What happened? It started with an accident in the mines. Accident? That sounds familiar. I kind of forget what was in those journal entries we found from the ripped journal. I was kind of speeding through it because we had read it before. Soon after, people started to disappear from the island. At first it was the slaves. Mr. Rockland ordered his men to watch the slaves and lock down all the ports on the island. But they kept going missing. It wasn't until the colonists started going missing that widespread panic gripped the island. What eventually happened? The island became a ghost town. Ghost town? Oh! I reached down to my pocket and suddenly remember pages of the ghost's journal. This might sound weird, but do you know of a cave that contains seashells? Yes, there is one a ways down the path to the left when you leave the manor. Would it be alright if I go there? It should be safe during the day. I used to go there to find some solace a long time ago. Would you like to join me? I'll tell your mistress that you are with me. I would like very much to go with you, but let us not mention this to my mistress for now. She wouldn't want to be disturbed right now. If you are sure, then okay. Huh. Well, how is this going to turn out then? Because we're going to the same place that we would have taken Sarah. And then during that one part, we were separated. And then we came together again and found the remains of Sarah's manager, Joe. While we were separated, though, we encountered the third Siren, Mary. So how is this going to play out differently if we're going to this place with Deborah? Well, let's save first. And I've still got this file right here in case I needed to go back to before I chose this decision. Because there was another decision we made as we were entering the cave with Sarah, whether we were confident or not that Sarah's manager was alive or not. And I said yes. I kind of wonder if I said no, would he have been alive? Gosh dang it, these triggers. Where is it? As I am about to enter the cave, I notice that Deborah has stopped. There is a look of fear on her face. Oh, she just sensed the presence of Mary here. I'm betting. What is wrong? It isn't safe to go in there. Let us go back to the manor. Is it the danger that you spoke of? What is it that has you so scared? Many terrible things have occurred on this island. Even now, they continue. So much hate. So much... She appears to be on the verge of tears. So once again, we have a decision as we enter the cave. Not entirely sure whether I should replay this multiple times just for all these extra decisions. But we'll see how this goes. Let's calm her down. I put my hand on her shoulder. Don't worry, Deborah. Whatever lurks on this island won't get the best of me. There's a mystery on this island that I plan on solving, and I won't let any harm come to those who I like. Thank you, Mr. Johnson. No need to be so formal. Just call me Lex. You are very brave, Lex. I wish I had your strength. I must go, but please take this. It's a Greek coin. It looks like a coin from ancient Greece. It has the image of hair on it. Where did you come across it? I found this one buried in the sand. I am sure there are others. This island has ancient ties. I hope it gives you protection. Thank you, Deborah. Oh, it's not in our inventory. I wonder if we found this coin on the previous playthrough. I feel like there was something we randomly found at one point. Oh, come on. Where's that trigger again? There we go. So this time we're going through this cave alone. I'm guessing that the puzzles are going to be the same, so getting through them should be pretty simple. Ignoring that book is just lore. Okay, I forget what this one was. Word scramble. Oh yeah, I remember what this was. The first switch, the third switch, no wait, the left switch, the right switch, the left switch. And at least we're going to be saving time here. So it's interesting that both of these branches have led us to the same location. Slight differences though. And up ahead, there's going to be the point where we were separated. But now we're alone in here. Yeah, here's this. What is going on? It can't be the same cave. We're being tricked again. You're not fooling me this time. My hands tremble. The fear that I thought I had left behind me in that distant village fills my heart once again. Did we have this part before? I think we did, actually. Now I know what's going on, though. It's an illusion by the Sirens, trying to trick me. That might also explain why these things are here. It's part of the illusion. Like I said, they were common in Whispers in the Woods. And that statue we're following was also there in that game. And there's you. I'm gonna save first, but I'm gonna save on a different file. Too bad RPG Maker 3 only allows 3 save files. This is playing out differently. The mystery person smiles. This way. Wait! Who in the world is she? pretty sure that was Mary, but she didn't freak out and be all, oh, my mother is evil this time. Uh-oh, what's this? Was it something that happened before, or... Yeah, this is different. Where am I? We're in a place with a lot of slowdown, I'll tell you that. Oh, I can totally go out down this hill into the wilderness. I have my doubts that I would find anything exploring out there, though. So this is... something. An illusion of some sort. I don't necessarily recognize this from whispers. Okay, explain yourself. But differently than last time. My prince has finally come to save me. How I have been a slave within these stone walls. Who are you? Where am I? Did father not tell you my name? It is Mary, princess of the kingdom of Rosalind. Rosalion? I bet you're lying. And you have finally come to this forsaken land to save me. Embrace me, my prince. I can't take my eyes away from the beautiful woman in front of me. Can this be real? What should I do? I guarantee if I embrace her, I'm dead. I'm gonna ask more questions. This doesn't make any sense. Who are you, really? Don't you believe me? This is real. You are my prince, and I shall have no other take you from me. This can't be real. Dang her! You will be mine. I am back here? How in the world? Mr. Johnson! I am so glad you are safe. She appears to be on the verge of tears. What has happened? It is Joe, our manager. Sarah and I found him. He is dead. Well, crap. So this branch did eventually result in his death still. I wonder if it would have been possible to save him with some other decision made. Dead? How? Lex? Sarah, are you okay? He is dead. Sob. Where did you find him? He was in the fountain of that village. His chest, it was... Sob. So, he died somewhere else this time. I find myself unable to find the words to comfort them. In a few minutes we were able to gather everyone together. The mistress spoke first. I think this cutscene is going to be exactly the same as before. What do you mean by cursed? A long time ago, this place used to be a slave colony. The slaves were used to mine gold from the very ground we stand on. It was during one day when it all began to change. An accident occurred in the mines, and a great fog developed on the island. People at first were unaware of the danger, but then people started going missing. At first it was just the slaves, but then the colonists started to disappear. They claimed to see things in the fog. Their very own fears brought to life. Are you saying that something in the fog killed them? Something? Yes. Soon no one on the island was left. What about you? Has nothing ever happened to you? Yes, I came to this island with my husband and Deborah. We came to study this island's past. Bullcrap! We were so happy those few days. But then we started seeing things. At first it was just shadows in the fog, but then it turned into more horrible things. I found them dead on the beach. Actually, kind of wondering, is she inhabiting the body of the person that came to this island to do archaeological stuff? Because there was someone like that, and if I recall, when the Sirens were released, they were in dust, and they had to, like, possess people in order to survive at first or something. Anyway, we must get off this island as soon as possible. Mommy, I am scared. We are safe inside this manor. That is why I wanted everyone to not leave the manor. Especially at night. We will be safe as long as no one leaves till the boat gets here. Whisper, I bet he got caught in one of those booby traps. I can just smell the ghouls. She isn't going to scare us with those bullcrap stories. I know this has been a shock to you, but as long as you stay here, you will be safe. Please head to your rooms till dinner is ready. What do you think, Lex? I am not sure, but I fear this isn't the end. We need to find more information on what is going on. Well, it might not be the end, but we are going to go ahead and head into our third and final episode break. And when we come back, I'm not sure what to do. Maybe I'll reload the other file to see if the other decision would have resulted in Joe being found alive? We'll do something different.